Michael Knowles appeared on Piers and they were having a debate concerning the young person who was stabbed in Britain, known as Henry. The individual was stabbed and he died. And there's an individual who came into the picture, that is Tommy Robinson. I don't have a deeper understanding of who Tommy Robinson is, but I have heard or I have seen him having some debates concerning the far right movement in Britain in general. So one of the things which I found astonishing when it comes to Michael Knowles trying to defend this individual is the whole issue of Islamophobic. He is one of those individuals who hates the Pakistani Muslims. Generally, he hates Muslims. You are going to see the how Piers Morgan tries to explain how this Tommy Robinson individual is. And you are going to see the response of Michael Knowles. And that's where we are going to have a disagreement with Michael Knowles.
But he will never, ever talk about any crimes committed by white people. And that to me, is part of the problem. And that is what's creating a lot of the tensions, is that he likes to create an impression that it's only the Pakistani Muslims committing all these crimes. So even when there's a crime committed by a Sikh against a white English young teenager, he has to immediately deflect back to Muslims and Islam.
But, well, Tommy Robinson doesn't talk about marginal tax rates either. I mean, in defense...
This is Michael Knowles for you. For those individuals who are from the United States, I know this discussion involves Britain. But since Michael Knowles is from the United States, I believe I should give the context of how I understand the US. The United States, more especially when it comes to the religion, there's this one religion known as Judaism, Judeo-Christian, yeah. I believe those are some of the individuals who are really driving or creating a big divide in the United States. I don't know if Michael Knowles is one of them, but I understand he is a Catholic. I don't also know if Catholic is part of Judeo-Christian. But one of the things which I've realized for individuals who are Judeo-Christians, they want to create that divide between Christians and other religions, more especially the Muslims. I observed another boomer who was warning millennials that if they allow Muslims to construct mosques, in a few years coming, the United States is going to be dominated by Muslims. I guess it might be true, but one of the things which I really find difficult trying to understand when it comes to individuals who want to drive religion hatred is that most of these individuals try to divert their attention from the main problems. For instance, what is the main crisis which is facing most developed countries and also those developing countries? It's the issue of rising economic cost of living and also individuals being jobless. Now, in that Donald Trump has gone ahead and started a war, there is also increased problems. So instead of trying to solve these problems, for instance, of trying to solve the issue of unemployment, ensuring that individuals have access to cheaper, I can say, capital, which they can go ahead and start their own businesses, individuals like Michael Knowles tries to drive attention to different things, for instance, religion. One of the things which I want to be clear when it comes to this video in trying to express myself is that I don't disagree that some of the individuals probably who are committing some crimes in Britain are also from Pakistan. But as you can see, Piers Morgan is trying to say most of the crimes, because of the numbers or the individuals who are more in Britain are whites, are committed by whites. But when it comes to Tommy Robinson, he never really tries to also kind of criticize the bad from the whites. But when it comes to Muslims, he is ready to criticize. And that's exactly what it happens, or what led to, for instance, the United States to go ahead and invade countries in the Middle East. It's because the United States government had driven this idea that Muslims were the devil. They were the individuals who were causing the United States problems. They are the individuals who committed the 9/11. But in the real sense, I understand some of these individuals were either Muslims or they somehow profess it or try to drift from the Muslim religion. But in the real sense, what is the root cause for some individuals, more especially in the Middle East? Why do they hate the United States? Probably if we go and see what has United States been doing, which makes the people in the Middle East kind of angry towards the United States. They have been killing their relatives, they have been killing their people, they have been killing their kids, or they have been looting their resources. Once those problems are put into context, then the likes of Michael Knowles and then we have Tom Robinson and those individuals who want to drive divide between religions will come into kind of a cohesion. And that's the main thing, more especially also when it comes to the cultural divide or racism. Why should individuals not deal with the really issues which are facing people? Instead of people, instead of, for instance, government officials trying to solve problems of unemployment, medical medical capital, which is indeed needed in order to solve medical issues, individuals want to drive, for instance, it is the immigrants, it is the Africans, it is the whites who are causing problems in our country. And that's what led Donald Trump into office because he showed the American people the idea that their main problem was caused by immigrants. But in the real sense, their main problems was caused by those people who are in power and they can't be in a position to solve those problems like unemployment, cheap medical fees, all those things which can enable ordinary people to have a good living standard. Anyway, I would like your thoughts in the comment section. What is the main problem? For instance, individuals like Michael Knowles trying to illustrate that the issue of the issue facing, for instance, Britain is the issue of Pakistani Muslims, instead of going ahead and saying that the real issue why individuals in Britain can't have a good living standard is because the government is not ready to commit resources to those projects. I would like your thoughts in the comment section. See you in my next one.